So my question was, how's the training been going?
Training. Oh wow. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm lying. It hasn't been going well. It hasn't been
Okay.
going well. Well, this week I deleted Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok for the week. That's why I haven't been posting my videos, like the daily videos. I'm trying to, yeah, get them through a bit. Start videos. I'm gonna start from next week, but then just not really be on it other than that. Um,
Tell me more about that.
well, recently I've just been going on my phone so much, and my screen time is so high, and
Mm,
I'm seeing how I'm addicted to my phone, literally to scrolling through for entertainment when you're
mm,
bored, when you're just doing nothing, you just go to scroll. That's what I'm doing, like just filling in all gaps in my time with scrolling. And I got to a point where I'm trying to think about what I'm going to speak about in these convos, or think about my plan for the future, think about what I really want to do
mm,
and what my goals truly are. And then instead of coming up with my own creative path that feel like is destined for me, I'm thinking of what I've seen on Instagram or Snapchat or what other people are doing and what I should be doing in
mm,
relation to that, instead of actually thinking what I need to be doing. And I noticed that and I was like, no, this needs to stop because it's almost like that's been normalized. Like when I've now stepped away from it, even though it's been a few days, 4 days not being on it, even now I'm like, you can distinguish the ideas that I've gained from Instagram. So the massive, expensive household part, these type of materialistic things that's all that's on the app. I'm realizing that I've inherited my goals from there. So they've told me that that's
mm,
sort of what I need to strive for. Not saying that I don't want nice things in the future and be able to help my family, help people around me and have nice things. Not saying I don't want that, but like the extreme level that you see on Instagram, I don't want that because now I'm realizing it's only from the phone because we're plugged into it all
mm,
the every day. That's why that's the aspiration. And it blocks me when I'm on there, it blocks me from seeing my true goal, seeing what I actually want to do.
mm.
Because now it's getting a bit clearer to me. It's only been 5 days. I'm gonna keep it up, see how long I can go. But now it's already so clearer to me. Oh yeah, that's I realized, Edson.
Lovely, lovely, lovely. I'm so happy to hear that. Did you read my one-to-one?
No, this week, no, no. I
Oh,
didn't
you didn't. All right. It's funny because I thought, that's so on topic.
really.
Yes, because I speak in there. The idea that I shared there in the one-to-one is free thinking.
Mm,
Yeah, to have pure thoughts. And it's not easy to have pure thoughts. Yeah. When you're a toddler, having free thoughts is what you do. But then parents and teachers start to guide your thought thinking process of no, that's not good. You need to do this, da, 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 and you starting to become influenced, right? But nowadays, as a toddler, it's not only that, right? Because you're already getting the screens. So you're already being hypnotized by and influenced. So when you've got creative ideas, they're most likely not yours,
mm-hmm.
right? Um, and as you get older, it becomes impossible, right? Your parents, teachers, news, films, social media, you name it. And all of this information is just constantly going into your brain. And therefore, it becomes a real massive challenge to have free thoughts. So it does require a certain discipline. And that's why I commend you for taking a social media break. That you don't have to take your phone with you everywhere you go.
Mm,
You don't have to be on your phone all the time. But when you're looking for something, it's a really handy device,
Yeah.
right? But it needs to be you who's looking for something rather than you who is filling the gap of time, as you were
Mm.
describing, right?
Yeah.
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 So I hear that 100%. So rather than filling the gap of time with a screen and a scroll, use the gap of time to listen to your own thoughts and then distill, right? And this is what the newsletter is about, to distill which part of your thoughts are purely your thoughts and which part of it is information that you've been hypnotized into. You've
Yeah.
heard over and over, you've been flashed with it with a bright billboard or a bright screen, and that you this is what you should be looking like, or this is what you should be eating, or this
Yeah.
is where the party is at, whatever they're selling. So there's a stand-up comedian, an older stand-up comedian. I'd never heard of him before, and he makes this joke about mindfulness,
Yeah.
right? And he's like, "Wow, there's an entire industry around mindfulness." And he goes, "But when you're as old as I am, mindfulness, you go to the toilet. There was nothing else to do than being on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mindfulness, you take a shower. There are no devices, no influence. It's mindfulness. You go to a meeting to meet someone. There weren't 100 billboards everywhere. You just walked from A to B and you didn't have a phone or anything else to distract you. So you were in your head thinking about this meeting rather
Yeah.
than rocking up, being completely hypnotized by whatever you were doing on your screen and then getting to the meeting and you're like, oh yeah, what are we talking about? You
Yeah.
see?
Yeah.
So mindfulness is something that had to be created and invented because we as humans have no longer time to ourselves. We are not protecting it, that those precious moments of, oh, I'm going to the shop. Actually, me putting my shoes on is mindfulness. Me opening the door is mindfulness. Me walking is a mindfulness moment.
Yeah.
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 So we have plenty of mindfulness moments as long as we don't have a screen or a print ad in front of us or somebody jabbering in our ear.
It's true. It's true. I'm looking at your newsletter now whilst you were speaking.
Mm.
And yes, yeah, I do this, Sadhguru,
Yeah.
when you were speaking before. I do this meditation from him, and it's like you're not your body, you're not even a mind. That's what it is. Or
Mm.
you sort of breathe in, breathe out. You're not your body, you're not even a mind. And that's sort of there's what I've yeah, like that's what I've found in doing that over the years. That you are not your thoughts, like um who you are is like you said here, who you are is not your thoughts. Your thoughts are often plugged in from your senses, from whatever you hear or see, whatever on social media. And now there's such an influx in information that is coming into you all the time that it's like it's muddled up in there. You don't know, like you can't decipher which is which. And what I found in doing is coming off social media, that it's like it's an illusion. It's you're tricked into thinking that you need it, but you
Mm.
don't need it because now that I've come off it, when you're on it, you're like, oh, no, I couldn't live without this. But now I'm off it. I'm like, this is this is what life's meant to be. You're not supposed to have everyone accessible to a second. Like something's happened whilst I've not had it. I've walked down the street and I've seen something weird, and I've gone to message my group chat, and I'm like, wait, why am I telling them thing? Wait, what's happened? Like that's my automatic reaction to go and tell someone, oh, look what's happened here. This guy's just da, da, da. But then the group chat's not there, so I'm just like, oh, it's like a moment for me to pause and think, oh, why am I just straight going to message as soon as I
Mm.
see something happen or as soon as an event happens? Why do I need to tell other people about that? So it gets you thinking like, oh, this app is quite powerful, isn't it? because this isn't normal human behavior. Like I could just stay with it, laugh to myself, tell someone when I see them later on or whatever it is. And yeah, there's so much noise on there. It's hard to it just distracts you. Like I see it, what I've been thinking is like I wasn't there when the TV first come out, but I'm sure there was this conversation back then. People were probably like, "This is gonna distract you. This is gonna cause some problems." And I'm sure people did get addicted to the TV. You know how your parents used to say, "Oh, don't watch the TV too long. Your eyes will go square." Whatever it was, They used to come up with that tale. But then now this is like a portable TV where TV used to be cool. You get home from work or wherever, you want to relax, just turn the TV on. You can just zone out and fill your brain with whatever entertainment is coming. Now it's like it's been shrunk down. Now when you're walking from A to B, maybe it's down the road. Okay, you can just pull out if you want entertainment whilst you're walking. You're plugged in there. When you're, like I said, walking to a meeting, on the toilet, in the shower, you can just plug in. There you go, entertainment for free. Da, 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 da. But it's not for free because it affects you like this. It's filling your brain, and yeah, it's so accessible, so normalized. And I think it's because it's so normalized, the negatives aren't as in your face. There, it's just normal. It's just a thing to do. Go on your phone. It's okay. But no, when I'm off it, I'm seeing what life's about when you're not on Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok all the time. Like these things have just been thrown at us and we've just took it just like that. So
Yeah.
it's crazy to see really.
Yeah, and these apps are designed, right? The battle, an app cannot be successful if people don't spend time on it,
Mhm.
right? So the inventors of the app, part of their business model is to keep you on there for as long as possible. Otherwise, they can't get their client, their real client, to pay them. Like
Yeah.
we've got so many million people using our app. So we've got a database of consumers, potential consumers for you. So you're going to pay us, and then we're going to put your little ad on here somewhere, or we're going to sell their data to you. Um, that's so they have to keep you on the app as much as possible.
Mhm.
Otherwise, they're not making money. And that's just something that you need to be aware of as a user, that their way of making money is by me using this app. So, which is fine, right? But to what extent am I benefiting from this app,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And if it's because you feel that the entire world needs to know what you're doing every second of the day,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. I've got a little theory as well. I think like the creators of these apps, the owners, they benefit from like content creators, from people who get rich and make a lot of money from posting videos or whatever they're doing, posting content online, because with that, it then gives everyone else, it shows everyone else, oh, look, I can just post content and then I can get rich. And then it makes more content on the page, more gripping things to get people to stay on the app. And it's this big cycle. And maybe it's a bit hypocritical because that's what we're doing. But we, it's in an attempt to help, not an attempt to blindly entertain. I think that's what we're doing.
Well, I would hope that those people who are watching our content choose to watch the content when they want to watch the content,
Hmm.
because they're interested in the topics,
Yeah.
right? Um, and to compete with all these people, like it's for me, this is not about competing with others, right? This is a genuine conversation between two
Hmm.
different generations. and where we hope that others will benefit from the information that we're sharing and from the topics that we're discussing and the
Yeah.
learning curve that we're going through. Um, like I said, if you go to device because you're looking for something, that's different than when you go to device because you're killing time. Yeah, what I love about it, I was discussing this the other day, is what I love about the internet is if you use it well, it is amazing, right? You're of the generation where, and my daughter is also of that generation where there's no skills that seem impossible to learn
Mm.
because you just go onto the internet and you type in how to, and then you'll find some tutorial, some explanation as to how to bake this or how to fix this in your house or how to even fix this with your car. Where before that, it's like, oh, my car's broken. I don't know what to do. The only
Yeah.
know only thing I know to do is to go and spend a lot of money to take it to the garage, right? Oh, I don't know how to cook that. I need to go and become a chef in order to cook it. No, you don't.
Yeah.
So that amazing.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Right? That's amazing. Like, okay, I want to know something, and it's there.
Yeah.
So as a resource, it is amazing
Mm.
as a resource.
Yeah.
But it does require discipline, right? Um, and I'm going to join you in because I spend also way too much time on my devices. I'm going to join you, and I'm going to use it as a resource. So when I'm looking for something, and as a platform to share knowledge and information,
Yes. Yes.
so that when
Yes.
people are looking for something, then they can find it, created either by myself or others. Um, And yeah, I definitely want to encourage people to don't take your phone with you everywhere. There's places where the phone doesn't shouldn't be, and
Yeah.
definitely when it comes to conversations, your phone shouldn't be anywhere near you.
Yeah.
You and I are talking, there shouldn't be a phone in my hand or in your hand. You go for a dinner, that phone shouldn't be anywhere near you. We go to the cinema, you don't need your phone to go to the cinema,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Mm. Exactly that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would urge everyone to try. It is very easy once you get past the first. Well, as soon as you start, really, the first day maybe you'll see a big difference. Might blow your mind how you realize you don't need the phone. Yeah.
Cool. Love it.